Winter, it has always equaled hatred for Tom. The moment I walk out of my house every single morning and the cold slaps my face, and I realize that the sun goes down at 4:30, I say, I hate winter. Well, on a walk recently, I was listening to a podcast titled Befriending Winter from Art of Manliness. And I realized that an embrace of a seemingly unattractive season, however, can lead us, and especially myself, to greater appreciation of the world. This morning, I will present to you 3 reasons why winter is a candidate to be your next friend. Reason number 1. Winter is a time for rest. For nearly all of human history, besides maybe the last few hundred years, we have been an agrarian society, meaning that we timed our work lives on the balance of the sun and how growing season dictated when we worked. Well, because of winter, there's not a lot of light. The sun goes down early. It's a time for rest. There's not really much to do if you can't work. Back 200 years ago, there was no Call of Duty. There was no phones, no TikTok that we could scroll through. So it was a time for rest. You got to sleep a lot. And more importantly, you didn't have to work. There was no electricity either. What better things to do at night if you can't watch TV than to just sleep? We can also see that the earth tells us what to do as well. The plants, they die off, they draw into themselves. Animals, they hibernate. And the water becomes still. It's a very peaceful time. Go out on a walk during winter and let yourself take in the environment and the peacefulness and the calmness of the earth. The second reason why winter is such a valuable friend that you can have is because it brings balance to your life. What are vegetables without dessert? What is play without work? And without winter, how is it possible to look forward to summer? If it was summer all the time, wouldn't you get tired of the heat? And here in Colorado, especially, the burning sun. I always think to myself, maybe one day I'll live in the South where it's not as cold. But then I also think to myself, what about the snow? The snow makes things pure. And as a great Thanos once said, perfectly balanced as all things should be. I'm not quite sure if there's Marvel fans out there, but that was one of his goals. The third reason why winter is a candidate to be your next friend. It is a symbol of death and rebirth. Plants die, light becomes dark, and the sun, in some parts of the world, literally takes a break, and you don't see it for months. In many human cultures, the 2 solstices, one in summer around June 20th and one in December around December 20th, there is a great sun festival. And since the solstice marks the day that the days will become longer, it is a great opportunity to celebrate the sun and the rebirth of the sun. In a way, during winter, everything is cleansed and is given a chance to become new. And because of this, it offers us a chance to reflect upon the year and ask ourselves how we're going to do things differently. In fact, in many cultures, they don't see the new year as when winter begins, but almost when spring begins. And if you think about it, it makes sense. That's when life is starting to fill itself into the atmosphere. So the next time you approach your freezing car in the morning or notice that it gets dark at 4:30, remember how the world is using winter as an invitation for you to become one with its natural cycle. And if that's not enough for you, fellow Toastmasters, fellow American author Joseph Campbell once opined, the goal of life is to make your heartbeat match the beat of the universe, to match your nature, to match your nature with nature.
All
Now go
right.
out and enjoy winter.
And again, please